What time is it?
The clock's on the wall.
Oh, for God's sake, Fee. Enough's enough, eh? Haven't we worked this out yet?
Worked out what? That the bloke that I wanted as the father of my child has it away with my best mate the minute that my back's turned.
I didn't touch her. I've told you. I wouldn't spit on her if she was on fire, especially after this lot. She's making it up, Fee.
And why would Maxine, of all people, make up something like that, eh?
Because she's jealous.
Jealous?
Jealous. And she hates me guts.
She didn't seem to hate him that much that night by the sounds of it, did she?
Look, it's like I've said. It's the only explanation. I mean, why can't you see it? She's found out a bloke's been playing about with Sally Webster, and then she sees me and you, and she can't take it.
She's my friend.
No, she was your friend, Fee. Now all she's trying to do is ruin what me and you have built together. Don't let...
Steve, just leave it, all right? I need time. Come on.
This is very odd. Surely he won't have gone out already.
Well, maybe he didn't come home at all last night. Maybe he spent the night in the police cells.
No, don't be ridiculous, Geoffrey. Norman's no criminal. Oh, something must have happened at the supermarket. A break-in or something.
I don't know, Auntie Em. I mean, it seemed pretty serious to me yesterday. Curly looked like he was in deep trouble.
Well, it must all be some terrible mistake, surely. They'll have sorted it out at the station.
Auntie Em, when you're helping the police with their inquiries, they don't send you home in a taxi when it gets past your bedtime.
Helping with inquiries? Oh, no. Maybe we should ring the police.
What are we going to say? That Curly's missing? And that his last seen been manhandled into a car by a policeman?
We have to find out what's going on.
They won't tell us anything, Auntie Em.
Well, nevertheless, we have to try. If Norman's in trouble, it's up to his friends to help him.
Rosie, Sophie, come on, we're going to be late. Rosie, what are you doing? Go and get ready.
I can't find my jumper.
What do you mean you can't find your jumper? Have you looked?
Yeah.
Well, go and look again. Sophie, hurry up.
Mum always knows where it is.
Yeah, well, Mum's not here. She's run off with a fancy man. Now, go on. I'm sorry, come here. Oh, Daddy didn't mean that. It's just... when Mum's not here, it gets hard. I'm sorry. Come on. Let's see if we can go and track that jumper down, eh? Oh, come on.
You know something? You'll soon be able to go in for those glamorous granny competitions, so you will.
You what?
Oh, with Stephen adopting Morgan.
Gran, you really know how to make a girl feel good, don't you?
Right, there's nothing wrong with being a granny, especially if you're one of the glamorous variety.
And that's the way you like 'em, is it? Glamorous.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't have them any other way, so I wouldn't. Particularly if they're the grannies to my grandchildren.
Oh, yeah? And how many of them are there?
Hey, grannies or grandchildren? Hey, listen, on that subject. You know, if Stephen's a son of mine, he'll not be content with one wee lad, so he won't. I'm telling you, he'll be planning brothers and sisters. You wait and see.
Well, I just hope he realises what he's taking on.
Yeah, of course he does. Sure, he's more idea than we ever had.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's face it, we did make a pig's ear out of it now and again, didn't we?
We've had our moments.
Aye, that we have. That we have.
Right, well, I'd best be off because Baldwin doesn't pay time and a half on Saturday morning if you don't turn up.
Right.
I'll see you later.
See you later.
Oh, hi.
Oh, something I said, was it?
Oh, no, something my boss will say if I'm any later. Right, I'll see you.
Have a good day.
What about you, Michael?
All right, then. How you doing?
Not so bad, mate, not so bad.
Ah, good, that's what we like to hear. Right. You had any more twinges, then?
Right, had a belter last night when I was trying to get to sleep.
Ah, good. That's a good sign, Jim. As I said, you can't expect miracles.
No, so you keep saying. Man, you don't worry your head. I'm the wrong sort about believing in miracles.
Ah, good. See, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, you may well be gaining some feeling back in your legs, but, you know, walking, that's a completely different...
Yes, Michael, you've told me, and so the doctors have told me. Everybody's telling me all this, all right? It's going to be a long road, so it is. So I'll tell you what, get that thing turned round, and we'll make a start.
We had Mr. Watson for questioning last night, Miss Malone.
I see.
He don't seem surprised. We found this at his home. Forensics suggests it's a source of the printed material used in the extortion notes.
Oh my God, Norman!
He says it was planted on him.
Well, I suppose he would, wouldn't he?
By you, Miss Malone.
What?
Do you have anything to say?
I'm shocked. It's madness.
Oh, is it?
Of course. Hang on a minute. I know what's going on here. It's because of what happened between him and me, this whole thing. It's because I rejected him.
What? He made advances towards you.
He was in love with me, utterly besotted. He used to send me flowers, chocolates, those horrible cutesy teddy bears. Of course, I sent them all back, told him I wasn't interested. I already had a very good-looking man in my life, Inspector Fox. What would I want with a jerk like Norman Watts?
And so he hatched this whole scheme to get his revenge?
Yes. You see, he knew his days at Freshco were numbered. He'd been told he was being made redundant. I suppose that's what pushed him over the edge.
Here. I thought you were sorting this out. It's like a pint of canal water.
Well, where's Jack? I told him to sort them barrels out half an hour since.
Hey, don't ask me. I've not seen him for ages.
All right, well, leave it to me. I'll sort it
All
better.
right.
Right, yeah.
Can I have a word?
Yes, of course you can, Rita.
Right.
Hello, Rita. You all right, love?
I'm fine, Betty. Just fine.
Yeah, all right, Betty. These customers need serving.
As long as I've got the taste for the overflow from the Manchester Ship Canal.
Yeah, I'll see to it in a minute.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's a bad time.
Yes, for me too, Alec. For me too. Because your friend Pat the builder hasn't turned up today, and I've a hole like the gateway to hell in my living room.
Yeah, you see, these builders, you can't trust the plaster on the trowel, can you? I mean, one sniff of a better paid job, they're off like ferrets up a pump.
Well, if that's the case, you get him back, Alec. Pronto. I don't care what it takes.
Yes, of course, Rita.
And I'll have a vodka and tonic while we're on about it and all.
All right, yes, Rita.
Penny for him.
Hi, Rita.
Can I sit down?
I wasn't sure I was nice to know anymore.
Oh, Sally, I've known you a long time. And I know you've had your problems with Kevin over this last year or so. Brad never took you for one who'd walk out and leave her kids for another blow.
I never walked out on my kids. He threw me out.
So what's happening with them then?
We just need to get things sorted out.
Who? You and Kevin? Or you and Greg?
Oh, Rita, it's just been so difficult. I feel like I'm thinking through glue half the time. I never planned to leave my kids behind.
But you were planning it then? To leave Kevin and the girls?
Everything just sort of got in front of itself. But I didn't want that, Rita. Rosie and Sophie locked away from me.
Hey! The devil have you been?
Fag break, boss.
Fag break? What have you been doing? Communicating in smoke signals with the Sioux Nation?
I've had no longer than I were due.
Due? You will be due something if you don't get down them cellar steps and sort them barrels out like I asked you to.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Fag break. Give him fag break.
And how is Kevin coping with the girls on his own?
Fine, I suppose. He's hardly likely to tell me if he's having problems, is he?
And what about Greg, then? I take it he's keen to have Rosie and Sophie live with you, is he?
Oh, yeah, Rita, Greg's doing everything he can. He's getting solicitors and everything.
Is he?
We want to be together as a family, Rita. Greg, Rosie, Sophie and me.
Max, I want a word with you. Do you think you're playing at?
I'm not playing at anything. You're the one who's hanging around outside my house.
Oh, what are you shooting your mouth off for?
I've told her the truth. She is my mate, you know.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that's good, isn't it? What good has that done? Nothing.
It's told her what happened. I'm not going to carry on lying to her for the rest of my life.
Oh, right, right. So instead you thought you'd screw it up, did you?
Nobody's screwing things up but you, Steve.
I wasn't in that bed alone, Max. I didn't exactly drag you there kicking and screaming,
You
did I?
took advantage.
You were ripping my buttons off as I...
Get lost.
Come here.
Get off me.
Look, you've ruined things between me and Fiona. Just as we were getting things together like a real family, you and your big gob has to come along and turn it all to crap. I mean, what's the matter with you? Don't you want her to be happy?
Oh, she'd be happy with you, would she? Sleeping with her best mate every time her back's turned.
That was a mistake, Max.
Yours as well as mine. And if we don't do something to put it right, I'm not going to be the only one who's going to lose Fiona.
OK, well, thanks for your help, officer. Well, I finally managed to talk to somebody who was prepared to talk to me. And it looks like he's in serious trouble, all right. They arrested him, but they released him after questioning late last night.
Arrest? Whatever for? Have you seen Curly?
No, no one has.
Oh, he's in the most terrible trouble. What on earth is going on? Well, it's these extortion letters.
Oh, what, the ones they sent to Freshco's? Yeah, he showed me one of those.
Yeah, well, the police think he sent them. And I've just heard his boss, Anne Malone, and she was telling the inspector how Curly was obsessed with her and how she'd rejected him, and the whole thing was just a scheme to get back at her. It's a pack of lies, isn't it? Totally. I mean, she's obviously set him up. But what can I do?
Well, what about the police?
Well, what can I tell them? I mean, I can't prove it was a whole pack of lies. Only Curly can do that.
Yeah, the only thing is he's gone AWOL.
What?
Apparently the police arrested him, then released him on bail late last night. But he's not at home.
He's probably keeping his head down. I mean, this extortion rap, it's heavy.
Don't be so melodramatic, Geoffrey. Anyway, he knows he's innocent. So where is he then?
Right, you're going to have to tell her you made it up.
What?
That you made it up, that you were lying.
Well, she won't believe that.
She will.
Why would I lie about something like that?
Because you were jealous.
Do me a favour.
Well, you were, weren't you, Max? I mean, there's your fella getting it away with Sally Webster. There's me and Fiona all happy.
Well, that's enough of that! Right, this is your problem, Steve. You just sort it out.
No, Max, this is our problem. Yours as much as mine. Now, if we just help each other out on this, then maybe we can just patch things over. And you won't have to kiss your job goodbye.
My job?
Oh, has your little brain not thought about you and your job? What do you think she's going to do? Welcome you with open arms?
Look, I'm just telling the truth. I say I'm sorry.
No, this isn't going to work. You know it isn't. Just do like I say. I'll sort things out with Fiona, tell her you had some kind of mad outburst, and then I'll forgive you, and then she'll have to forgive you, won't she?
Got it all worked out, haven't you?
Well, look, if you don't do it like this, then you're going to lose out big time, aren't you? You're going to lose Fiona and your job.
Mrs. Parker, I hope your husband likes that colour. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I don't know about you, but I could do with a cup of tea.
Yeah, sure.
It's the first breather I've had all day. What is it wrong with Maxine, did you say? A tummy bug?
Yeah.
Well, I hope she's over it, otherwise I'll be working on roller skates. I mean, do you think she will be?
What?
Maxine, I'm saying, do you think she'll be fit to work on Monday?
How should I know?
Hey, I'm sorry. Come on, I was just showing a bit of concern.
No, I'm sorry.
Everything's all right, is it? Maxine, I mean. It is a tummy bug, is it?
Well, that is what I said, isn't it?
Just thought something else might be up, you know?
Oh, Audrey, for God's sake, will you just leave it alone? Go and make your tea or whatever it is you're flaming well doing.
Here you go. Nice cup of tea for you.
Thanks. Just put it down.
Something good going on out there, is there?
Just waiting for Kevin to come back with the girls.
What for?
Nothing. Just to see him. He's taking them off for the day somewhere. Another treat. Show 'em what a good time they can have without their mother.
I wish you wouldn't do this, Sal.
What?
Talk to yourself.
Greg, they're my children. And the way Kevin's acting, catching a glimpse of them out the windows, is about as close as I can get.
So, does it make you feel any better?
No. But maybe if they look up, they'll see me and they'll know I haven't forgotten about them.
Can I have a word, please, Mrs. Baldwin?
Oh, yes, of course. What about?
Mr. Watts.
Curly Watts? Why? What about him?
Yes, Curly. You're a friend of his, aren't you, Mrs. Baldwin?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
Well, I've never been a believer in friendship between management and shop floor staff. It can cause divided loyalties.
Oh, can it?
Yes. So I want you to know that as far as Mr. Watts is concerned, you should have no doubt as to where your best intentions lie. If you see him anywhere near the store, you call security immediately.
And why would I want to do that?
Because he's the extortionist who's been trying to destroy this company and the livelihoods of everyone who works here, including you, Mrs. Baldwin.
That's rubbish!
Not according to the police. You don't need to know all the details, but Mr. Watts is an unstable and maybe even dangerous man with a grudge against this company and a very personal argument with me.
I don't believe a word of it. I've known Curly for a lot longer than what you have, and he's one of the sweetest men I've ever known. He wouldn't know how to bear a grudge, and he's certainly not dangerous or unstable.
I'm not here to debate the issue, Mrs. Baldwin. The evidence is cast iron.
Well, he's been set up, hasn't he?
What makes you say that?
Nothing, but, well, he must have been, that's all. Somebody must have it in for him, mustn't they?
Just get on with your work, Mrs. Baldwin.
Steve, how do you fancy a hand with the broom? Maxine's off sick, so I've been relegated to brush her up.
Tell you what, Audrey, do you wanna call it a day and I'll see you later?
No, it's all right, love. I don't mind finishing now.
No, I'll see you on Monday, okay? Get yourself off.
Oh, yeah, okay, there you are. Well, see you then. See you later.
See you, Audrey.
What makes you think I don't want you the other side of that door as well, eh?
Well, I was hoping you might have seen sense.
No, but I tell you what I have seen. Seen how I nearly made the biggest mistake of my life, of Morgan's as well. Even thinking about having you as his dad.
Oh, Fiona.
Do you know how I feel? The two people I trusted most in the world, apart from my mum and dad, are you and Max. And you betrayed me. Both of you. I feel worthless. I feel like a piece of dog muck on the bottom of someone's shoe, because that must be how you and Maxine thought of me.
Fiona, I love you. I love Morgan. I won't throw all this away for a quickie with Maxine or anybody. Please, you've got to believe me. Maxine is lying.
Yeah, tomorrow. Are you feeling better?
Yeah. There's just a migraine thing.
Oh, migraine. Oh, I see. Oh, gotta be careful with that, haven't you?
Yeah. Has Fee closed up, or is she
yes. Just that Steve's just arrived on the scene, and from the feel of the air in there, I'd just well give her a minute or two first.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Oh, take care then. Gin and tonic better, lovely.
OK, love. Finished early today, have you?
Well, between you and me, I think Steve and Fiona wanted me out the way.
Oh, I see.
I wish I did, Betty. Do you know there is something definitely queer going on at the salon? Oh, Rita, love, now what you having?
No, thanks, Audrey. I just want Alec for a minute.
Do you think he's up to it,
Come here, you.
Yes, Rita.
Have you got hold of that pap yet?
Well, not as such, no.
I'll take that as a no, shall I?
Well, I've left messages on his mobile, but until he gets back to me, there's no I can do, is there?
I don't care what you do, Alec. What I agreed to was a door between the two flats. That way, I could have a bit of privacy if I wanted it. You don't get a lot of privacy when you've a hole the size of a railway tunnel in your living room.
Oh, come on, Rita. I think you're exaggerating a bit now. Calm down, I'll get you a drink.
I don't want a drink, Alec. I just don't want a dirty great hole in my wall. Now, get it sorted.
Yes, Rita.
Hey, you've got to believe me. You and Morgan are the most important things to me in my whole life. I won't just throw it all away.
Steve, I don't know. It just feels like everything's been knocked out of place, my whole world.
Well, I'll lock up and open a bottle of wine, eh?
Fee, I need to speak to you.
I don't even know how you've got the nerve.
Please, I've been waiting for you to shut up.
Yeah, well, you can carry on waiting, because I don't want to talk to you.
Look, Fiona, why don't you just listen to what she's got to say? That is, if you've come to tell the truth this time.
Yes, I have.
No sign of him.
I'm afraid I've had no luck either.
I've been walking for miles, no one's seen him. This isn't looking good, Auntie Anne.
Poor Norman. Oh, you haven't found him then?
No, and we've combed Weatherfield.
I wonder. You think we should contact the police again?
Well, I think you'd better read this first. I found it on my doormat.
Alma, it looks as if I'm in deep trouble. The police reckon I'm behind the extortion letters at Freshco's, and I don't see how I can prove I'm not. I've been stitched up good and proper. I know it's down to Anne Malone, but I just don't see how anyone will believe me. She wanted revenge, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction of me rotting in jail. I'm getting away while I still can. Please believe me, I'm not doing this because I'm guilty, just because I can't see any alternative. Thanks for being a friend. Curly. P.S. Can you water the plants? I'll be in touch.
I was jealous, Fee. It wasn't supposed to happen. It was just a lie.
A lie?
There, what did I tell you?
You made something like that up.
Yes, I know.
I told you she was jealous.
Look, you went off slagging Greg off, making me look like a right fool. Going on about how wonderful your life is going to be. I just saw red and wanted to shut you up.
Maxine, everything I said about Greg was true. He was a creep.
Yes, I know that. But I did not sleep with Steve. I didn't do it. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Mean to hurt me? Are you mad? Have you got any idea what you've just put me through? Me and Steve?
Yeah, I know. It was just a stupid, stupid thing to do. What else can I say?
No, Maxine, no. No, it wasn't. It wasn't just stupid. It was vicious. You must be for saying something like that, then coming around here and expecting me to forgive and forget. Get out and don't come back.
Steve.
No, Maxine, no! Steve doesn't want to hear that you're sorry, and neither do I. You are sick. You're sick, do you know that? You're fired. Go on, I'll stick the money that I owe you in the post, and I tell you what, Maxine, you better not let me see your vicious, lying little face anywhere near me again, because I swear to God, Max, I will rip it off!